Welcome, everybody. Happy 4th of July 2022. We got Team Handsome right here. We got yours truly, Relly Demolish. We got Teach. And we got the sample guy, Mr. Melon. We got
How's it
Jacob
going?
Walker in the building today. Jake, how are you, my guy?
I'm doing perfectly great. How are you? How are you both? Excuse me.
Can't
Fantastic.
complain.
Sorry about that.
It's been a
Yeah,
long time coming,
uh,
brother.
right?
Seems
I've
that
been a
way.
long time viewer. It's been bound to happen at some point, right?
Oh, get out of here. You know we got a lot of love for you, my guy. Fellow plug and all, hooking us up with
I love you
samples
guys
so
so.
much.
Hey, got that shirt. You
Hey,
know what to do.
And that's a
hey,
one of a
I'm
kind,
stupid
right?
jelly. I got shakers galore, all this other good stuff. I ain't got no shirt though.
It is what it is. I think it cost me $9 to get it custom made. So
I will
yeah,
happily I will happily get that done.
Gonna have to
but yeah.
get
How
the
are you
check.
guys? Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th. It's been a really slow day for me. I haven't done anything.
I also haven't really done much. I kind of reorganized my tubs a little bit,
Oh, you
but
got a sheesh of a collection behind you.
just a little bit, just a
So,
little bit.
if for anybody that's watching, I mean, I'm looking at a lot of rarities behind you, brother. Let's
I've
see,
been
lemon
trying
lime,
to,
Dubmint, stonks,
let's see.
cotton
There's some
candy.
Dove Mint. You can't see, but there's peach mango off that way, along with peach iced tea.
Hey.
There's some caffeine-free orange up there, ocean potion. Yeah, I've been
Candy corn, Gap.
almost dying again. Hey, but yeah, I've been on a quest to kind of collect one of every flavor of G Fuel to kind of sell it as samples because G Fuel doesn't offer samples of every flavor.
So that's what this came
Like,
down from, huh?
I'm sorry, what was that?
So that's how all the sampling stuff came around?
Pretty much, yeah. Like, uh, well, I wanted to try all of the flavors, but I saw that G Fuel doesn't offer all of the flavors in little sample packets. And I was like, well, someone should, you know? Like, there's a market for the samples already, but no one has everything. So I decided I would try and get everything so that people could try everything. Recently, thanks to Teach, I just got myself peach mango. That's finally
Hey.
on the sample list. That's been one that's been requested so many times.
Hard to find.
Very hard to find. But Teach was generous enough.
Oh, get out of here. It's the actual least I could do. Are you kidding me?
I don't know what you're talking about, Teach. You were way too kind, way too kind.
Shit, hooking
No
us
need
up
to
so
be
many
modest,
times.
guys. Come
Do we
on.
do we not need to go over what happened with the Summit case again? Like that's literally the least I could do for the Summit case.
Yeah, that summit case was a big oof.
Yeah.
It was rough,
I remember
but
that. Yeah.
I got you.
Oh, you know I got you, big boy. So we got a fun episode, and this was something Mr. Melon came up with. What are we doing tonight, Mr. Melon?
So tonight is a challenge that I would like to call the Melon Showdown. What I have provided each of our hosts tonight is 6 different flavors of melon type G Fuel, Ma, and Gamer Subs. And it is their job to try and determine which one is which.
Especially since I'm not a watermelon guy, I'm scared.
There's only like 3 or 4 different watermelon flavors. Everyone chose watermelon. There's a lot of melons to go with, but everyone chose watermelon.
Wait, was there outside input on this?
No, I'm
Okay.
just talking about like G Fuel, Ma.
Okay.
Everyone went with a watermelon flavor.
Yeah.
But there's a couple other not watermelon melon flavors as well.
So we have to guess all of these, huh?
That's the game.
And you know them all?
So,
I do know them all. I am gonna die.
Don't die on us
I-
now. We need you.
This stool I have set up is very precarious. It's on a book so that I could try and be level enough with my tubs. Yeah, but yeah, I have a Melon list. Oh, I don't know if you saw that.
I
I
didn't.
think we already had an idea on what this one is.
So there's no doubt in my mind I know what this is.
Yeah.
I mean,
To
it
be
could be one of 6 options.
one of 6. I think there's more than 6, honestly, but we'll just go with the game. So if I actually had to be precise on here, this is Maw Mystic Melon.
That is not the Maw.
Oh.
You are incorrect, my guy.
All right, we gotta try it
Oh.
then.
To be completely honest with you, I thought it was Maw just because of the way that the powder was. It turns to be a little more grainy. At first, I haven't had the Mystic Melon, but I got the Arctic Growl, so that kind of threw me for a loop.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with their color scheming with Maw. Maw's pretty weird about their stuff. Like their pink grapefruit is white.
It's not even just a pink grapefruit. I was just told that it wasn't even labeled as grapefruit. Like I actually am part of the mod Discord. So from what I was told, around Black Friday, they only had like I think it was like 100 or 250 of the tubs. And once it was gone, and you basically had to wait until I think like March. So once I got my hands on these, I went to everybody in the plugs and I'm like, all right, who wants? And I tried it. 1 scoop sucked. 2 scoop, the way that I prefer it now, it was sweet. And it became one of Ty's favorites. So I mean for me, I was told that was gonna be just citrus. Somebody said lemonade. I can't make heads or tails of what the hell they want to do.
It smells honeydewy.
Yeah, the Arctic Cowl is pretty good. It's a really good pink grapefruit. I haven't actually had G Fuel's pink grapefruit yet. That's one of the few tubs I have yet to get. But I like that one. From what I've heard, it's a very good comparison.
The only ones that I know that actually have tried it, have all the plugs, is Ty and freaking Joey.
We've had this one before.
Wait a minute.
And it's only Maw, G Fuel,
and Gamer Subs.
Oh, this is
the Misfits Melon then. I remember.
Misfits Melon.
This is Misfit Melon. I was gonna say we just did this one. It tasted so familiar.
Yep. I actually really like it. Ty says that the Gamer Subs flavors have kind of like a racquetball taste to them. Yeah, I don't know how many racquetballs he's licked, but it is what it is. I don't quite get a racquetball taste though. Something about the seal on the tub, I guess.
Or something. So the ball tastes inside of his cup. Like I don't know.
Maybe.
Although it's a weird color on screen. It looks like you can't tell from the light here, but it kind of looks like something you put in a radiator.
I took 1 sip and it took me back to episode 29 when I was like, this is where I face it down with Area 51 for Relly, and this is not Area 51. And now I'm scared one of these could be Area 51.
I mean, that is a melon flavor.
It is.
Just saying.
So number 1 in the books.
Number 1
in the books.
Oh, this is a thick boy.
Okay.
I think we should add the one subjective rule that we can't smell it. That'll help, because that can be a giveaway.
What?
There is definitely one that you would be able to smell, I'm pretty sure. At least. It would be a dead giveaway.
I'm dreadfully nervous about these because this is basically out of my comfort zone here.
Oh,
thank God you're not nuking me. I am forever grateful about that because I just kind of put it like this. I wouldn't nuke somebody, and I hope to God nobody would nuke me.
Oh, he would never nuke us.
No, not intentionally at
Ooh.
least.
Ooh, that's a good pink color. Really, I thought we said no smelling.
I didn't agree to that.
Uh-huh.
This guy,
I think
cheater.
number 2, I got a strong feeling.
I can't even tell right now, but let's see. Okay, so I got
Are you ready?
so formulas aren't being precise here, correct?
They're probably all one scoop.
Yeah, they're all one scoop.
No, what I'm saying is there's some people that are still trying to scrounge up 25 calorie watermelon. So it's
Is
like,
there really a difference between the two? I actually haven't tried this one.
Told, yes. There was a lot of guys like Creamy Boy. He got himself 6 tubs of 25 cal watermelon.
Interesting.
Yeah, he
So-
said, he's like, bro, I'm going to go out of my way for this. And there was a market. It's like, yeah, ISO 25 calorie this.
Huh.
And like for me, I've noticed that's a hair better with the Bella juice. And ironically, I actually still got this souvenir from you.
I also have 25 calorie beverages right there, actually. Hey,
Hey,
yeah,
This ain't going anywhere, my guy.
you ready for number
it's a
2?
really good flavor.
Yep, I'm ready.
Number 2.
I'm
Let's see if
ready
you
like
guys got
SpongeBob.
this.
G Fuel watermelon. Really?
Yes.
Has to be regular G Fuel watermelon.
Yep, you're both correct. It's
Yeah.
regular G Fuel.
I was very skeptical because I've never had it before.
Oh no,
Never had it before?
I
Dude,
really like it.
Yeah.
I'm not a watermelon guy.
I mean, I don't know. I figured you might have tried a packet. I don't know.
No, not even
I'm-
that. I will say though, especially since like usually it like makes me queasy, or it's like usually I take one sip and I dump it, but
I really like G Fuel's watermelon.
I
It's
agree.
like a candy watermelon.
it's kind of
Reminds
like
me of
half
Laffy
the
Taffy or something.
artificial. Yeah, man. Like for me, I love the regular watermelon, but outside the Sour Patch watermelon, everything artificial watermelon flavored, I can't stand.
It tastes
just
like Hubba
doesn't work
Bubba
for me.
Licious bubblegum, the watermelon kind.
Yeah,
So good. They did well with it.
can't complain there.
I like it a lot.
I agree.
What?
Number trace.
Number
Number
3.
3.
I feel like he gave us the easy ones early, and now it's really going to get down into it.
We'll see.
You know.
Oh,
That's all I'm
yeah,
gonna say.
okay. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Jake. Come on, you son of a bitch.
Really went with the bucket style. I just grabbed a bunch of shakers.
Well, looks like I'm
They
out
are
of work.
classy in their
I'll be
own
right
way, right?
He's like, I don't own that many
Yeah,
shakers. I
more.
was like, really? How do you not own that many shakers, my brother in Christ?
I own so many shakers.
I say I have
I
7 loaded
Only
up.
like 4, but I own so many.
Do you have a nice shaker collection? I just had to recently
Thank
stack
you.
all of mine up.
Ooh,
Like,
I
there's a
like
little
that.
shelf. There's more underneath, but like,
Dude, your collector's box collection looks wild. That whole wall behind you, everything. Your
it
whole collection.
it goes up because I had to redo it. So they all go down. It goes up. And we got those on top.
Is it taller than you?
That's not saying much.
Oh no. Okay. Okay, that's a good collection, my guy.
I'm 5'7", so.
That's not too bad.
And then we got the more rare boys over on the fridge.
Let's just make sure I got this on. But still, I can't believe this is the first I've actually tried G Fuel watermelon. I never thought I was actually going to, admire it because like the juice, I think I took like 3 sips and that thing was not for me to say the least.
The juice is another one that I really like. I don't know. I'm not a huge watermelon fan personally, but I'm okay with it. I like the addition of the watermelon with the fruit punch, though. I think that's pretty good. And also, if you take the juice and mix it with Bobby Boysenberry, that's a pretty good mix right there.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is number 3.
See, I've never
Number
heard that
3.
mix. Bobby and the juice. That is interesting.
Bobby and the juice. 75% the juice. Bobby is a really strong flavor.
Kind of is.
Yeah.
Ready for number 3?
Number 3. So far, you guys are 1 out of 2.
Ah, shit.
What?
What's up?
Teach, you hate this one.
Oh, it took a second, but I know exactly what it is. It took a second. It took a second for that back end to hit, but I know what it is.
So for anyone that's actually wondering, there's going to be a lot of people that are jealous as hell because we're flexing on them, especially since it's right behind his head. This is Dub Melon Mint.
This is Dub Melon Mint.
It is Dub Melon Mint.
There is
like
no.
I took a sip and I was
You're
like,
both
okay.
correct.
Like, the mint is just last. Like, I respect if somebody loves Dub Melon Mint, more for them, the more the merrier. But I don't understand it. Like, why do you want to drink mint?
It's a very hit or miss for me. I both hate it and sometimes I love it. I don't know. It's very love-hate with me.
Actually, it's funny you say that because I was wondering about this myself. Now, by my Dollar Tree, I find like some random energy drink that I've never heard of. Like, that's where the Zoa was found. The Accelerator, what was it? An orange mango. That was banging. Let's see. There, right behind it, the shelf, it had this. It looks like a Red Bull can, but it's seltzer. It's carbonated and it's cucumber and mint. But that in a seltzer, it's fine. It's mellow and it's like I'm having that and I have myself a cigar with it and it's really nice. It's very pleasant. But it's like when I'm trying to get cracked or I'm in a certain mood, it's got a bubble gum taste to it. Then you got the mint, and that's where it's like, you know what? I guess you could say I'm just not a bubblegum guy. I'm just not. Although it's funny, City told me that Glitch's bubblegum blows G Fuels out of the water.
I mean, that's not a very high bar, though.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
But again, they made radioactive lemonade, and they only put it in 3 skins and 3 cans.
I feel like I'm the only person that likes that flavor. I actually kind of really like it. I drink it semi-regularly. I don't know. Something about that formula of bubblegum is a lot better than regular.
Amen.
All right. So, did you try the the health potion?
I do have health potion.
Did you try it?
I like it. It's okay. It's not my favorite. It's a solid 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Let's see. What are the 3 flavors in it? It's blueberry,
plum, and grape.
Plum and grape. I think it's that plum that really messes things up.
It's heavy plum.
Yeah. It reminds me a lot of sugar plum, and that's not good.
Sugar plum on steroids?
No, I wouldn't say that because the blueberry and the grape definitely help mellow it out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's one that I would drink every now and then, but not too often.
So, is there any other, besides Shiny Splash, is there any other G Fuel blueberry flavor?
There's Moonberry.
Potion, we got that.
Moonberry.
We got Moonberry. That's not made anymore.
But I don't really think so. Not really.
So, if they could nail a blueberry,
I
here's
would
my
love that.
question: where is my Relly Berry?
I don't know. It should be up here, right?
So
Should go?
Tropical rain. Eli's right.
I was
Tropical
gonna say I
rain.
think tropical rain has blueberry in it, but it's not a noticeable note.
No,
I
it's
love
mainly kiwi.
tropical rain, but it's so kiwi heavy, you don't notice it.
There are blueberries on the tub.
Technically, technically, just because they remind me right behind you, phaseberry.
Yeah, mixed berry.
Yeah. I don't know, I guess. But I want a blueberry forward flavor.
I've wanted that since I started drinking G Fuel because if that could be a can too, to basically step on the balls of Red Bull, I'm about it. Nothing against Red Bull, a lot of good times, but it's like you took away my ocean breeze, man. You took away the acai berry. Like, come on. So many you taken away. You got rid of cranberry. You fucked up.
So we're 3 down. We are on to number 4.
So far, you guys are 2 out of 3.
So I will say, when we were sent these samples from you gracefully and thankfully, and I knew this idea, I didn't actually realize, and for anybody joining in later, that when we were doing the Melon Showdown of mixes, I didn't realize I thought these were mixes. I didn't know these were just all actual melon flavors.
Nope, melon style flavors.
I remember we talked
All
about
different
is give us a random, melon flavor, but then it just became a big.
It became a whole thing, and now here we are. But it is what it
The
is.
topic of conversation turns into a reality and whole show segment. Yay!
It brought us closer, right?
Oh
Yeah.
no. Jacob, you're lucky. I love you so much, okay?
Hey, I
What
love you
is
too,
it?
Pete.
Is it what I
Just,
think?
just
Is it what I
looking
think
at that
it is?
color, I get a strong feeling as to what this is.
I mean, who knows? It could be literally any of the 6 flavors. Who knows?
That's right. That's right. Really, I'm ready to travel down this road one more time for the podcast. We make sacrifices here.
I'm ready to be heard again.
Exactly. When I have to reach for it. Area 51. Really?
Really? Final verdict?
It's weird because it's definitely 51, but for some reason, instead of that cantaloupe or that honeydew I have to reach for some reason I taste more cucumber.
See, when I taste pure water, I know this is Area 51.
Well, you both are correct. It is phase 51.
Yep.
One of the most disappointing flavors, in my opinion, because it has a really cool skin. I love aliens, and I love melons, obviously. And I don't know, how are they going to mess it up, right?
It seems like Phase is the only brand that could screw up a flavor, and they're the only ones that could get away with it. Now, a lot of people hate brain matter, and I did at first, but what happened was we had a candy bowl in the garage, and I'm just like, okay, sweet tarts, and they were the big ones too. So I just popped it open, and you just go with the color. You get like a blue, you get like a yellow, and then I tasted a green one, and I'm like, wait a minute. So I remember asking you for another brain matter or love bug sample. So I'm like, let's try this for science, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I screwed up the water ratio, and then it connected in my head, and I'm like, I need this. Need it double.
I really like it. I don't know. It's like a sweet tart flavor. I don't know what else to say. It's a really good mixer. I like mixing it with black ooze.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know.
I love black ooze, so I get it.
Black ooze is so good. I used to be all in team sour cherry, but then they came out with red and black ooze, and now forget sour cherry.
Amen. We're on to a number 5.
Number 5.
Give me fuel. Give me 5. Yeah, give me fuel. Give me number 5. Give me that's what I desire. Yeah. Remix.
Right.
Wow.
Number 5.
Number 13. Burger King foot lettuce. Anyone? Anyone?
I got you. Okay, chills. I'll like and subscribe.
Come on, Sane. You know that I'm not a watermelon guy. You knew this right off the bat. Okay, this is strange. This is a darker green. Is this right?
This one's like really green,
Yeah, that's why I'm.
like green.
Hashtag
green.
not sponsored. Not an ad.
Ooh.
Not an ad.
This is a really, really, really nice green.
Now remember, this is anything that includes melon. I think Tropical Rain technically has a melon.
No,
No?
I don't think
that's
so.
kiwi, pineapple. Son of a bitch! I got a tub right here. Pineapple, kiwi, raspberry, blueberry.
Okay.
Because if it was tropical rain, I'd be like, "Oh, thank goodness, this
Well,
is a delicacy."
Just seeing the color through yours.
Ah, you see,
Opinion?
this is one where I put it in the fridge overnight and I drink it in the morning and I appreciate
Oh,
it much more. This is
really?
the one.
I honestly was kind of stumped, and I think Relly just gave it to me. I think it is the one.
It is Matrix Melon the one.
This one I did enjoy quite a bit, and this is what Phase Area 51 should have been.
Yes. Although I've noticed this with Doozy Fruit and the one. Like the first time I had Doozy Fruit, I thought was underwhelming. But as I was gaming, I was playing Fall Guys at the time. This is back in I want to say like November, December, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever. It was cold outside, snow on the ground, but as I drank it, it got better and better. And I'm like, whoa, what the hell was I thinking before? It's nuts, man.
I can see that. Flavors really grow on you over time.
They do.
So I don't drink the one often, so that's why that one kind of threw me off.
I don't own it, but I wish I did.
Oh.
Well, can't go that far. There's just so many other flavors, and I noticed that there's some tubs I'm touching less and less. So I gotta be a little more selective now, otherwise I'm gonna have like a bunch of tubs that have like 2 scoops taken out of them.
I feel that. I got some tubs that have barely even been touched because no one wants them. And I don't want them.
Like,
Yeah.
which one? Which one's probably like those ones that are most filled just because nobody ever asks you for samples of them? Other than like the obvious Mia ones like Sonic and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I get Sonic a lot more than you would expect, actually.
Really?
Yeah, my Sonic is like halfway done. Thankfully, I have like 7 tubs of.
You have 7 tubs of chili dog?
I bought a bunch of chili dog tubs or chili dog boxes, I mean, and then I sold the shakers.
Wow.
I don't know if I actually have 7. That's an exaggeration.
I was about to
think
say,
I I think I have 3 extra. So way more chili dog than I need still. Way more. No one asks for blood, sweat, and tears. That's one that's pretty full. No one asks for a sugar plum.
Yeah.
But I mean,
we
why
kind
would
of thought
you?
that.
What's a surprising one?
A lot of people ask me for Maiden's Blood. I don't like Maiden's Blood at all. But
I'm
a
not
lot
fan,
of people,
of course. Wait a minute.
a lot
did
of
you give
people
that
love
away?
Maiden's Blood.
What?
We
What
still
was
got
that?
number 6 to go. We haven't had Maiden's Blood yet.
I mean,
Did
just
he just give that away
assume.
by accident?
No, I
What?
think
No.
assuming by the amount of powder in here, I don't think this is G Fuel.
Does Maiden's Blood have melon in it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
There you go.
Melon, I believe.
All right. Well, I'll give it away. It's not Maiden's Blood
See,
because I forgot it was melon.
I'm one of the few weird ones that loves Melt. Like, I don't drink it often because I like to savor it, but I like Maiden's Blood.
I don't know. It just wasn't for me. I don't know.
Pepto alert. Pepto
Pepto
color
alert.
alert.
I don't know.
So is there really a couple surprising samples that nobody gets or that people ask a lot about? Any others that stick out?
I mean, I don't know. It seems like everyone kind of asks for everything. No one asks for fruit punch.
Weird.
Yeah, right.
Huh.
I would expect that one to be asked for a lot more because it's fruit punch.
Well,
But
not only that, but I mean, every fruit punch is different. Like fruit punch was it was in my first box, and at first, I'm not gonna lie, at first I didn't like the fruit punch because it just had this. It was just the way that it was just the flavor of it. Like you know how every fruit punch is different. It's a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that.
yeah,
It had to grow on me first, but you know, there's sometimes where you just have so many good things in your rotation that you kind of think something else. You know what I mean? Like when I was at work at my old job, there was a point where I had it quickly went from 5 to 4. It was 4, then 5 for like a month, and then back to 4. It was peach rings, battle juice, black on blackberry, PewDiePie, Tetris. Tetris stayed for a little bit, then after a month it went back. But there's some times where it's just like, you know, you're hungry, go for lunch, and if it's like, okay, Bob, peach rings, battle juice, and pewds. Sometimes I get pissed at myself because I poured myself pewds.
Pewds is good though.
I
No,
like
it's just
peanuts.
no. The problem is like sometimes you're thinking of like a really good, like sometimes you're looking for that sweetness, like that fruity sweetness, and instead you get a tart and bitter. You know what I'm saying? So it was like an opposite effect, and that's why I think I started dislike it a little bit.
I
I
get
had to
that.
mellow my I had to mellow myself out. I had myself a sample of Floor Gang not too long ago, and I'm like, is it as good or as bad as I remember? And I just kind of ruled it whereas I think it's just okay. 3
It
stars
really
respectively.
depends on the time for me because I work in construction, so I don't like sour flavors whenever I'm at work. Uh, the heat and the sour just don't really mix well. I like a lot of sweeter flavors whenever I'm at work. But whenever I get home, I love a green lemonade or I love a hype sauce or
Mm-hmm.
you know, it really depends on the time of day and PewDiePie definitely has a little bit more sour to it. So I could see not wanting it at work personally. Not sour, but like tart kinda, and that kinda hits in the same general.
I've
Oh,
kind of learned where I don't want tart at work because there's sometimes where if I'm on my first break, the way that my work goes is it doesn't matter if I clock. It used to be 6 to 2:30, but now it's 8 to 4:35, depending on how things go. But the first trying to get to the first break is the hardest part of the day, just on how things flow. But when you're taking something and you're trying to get to lunch and it's tart, it's a little rougher to get through that time, that next couple of hours.
I totally
So,
get that.
yeah, me and I didn't know this, but one of the welders I work with, I filled up my jug and then I went for that, and he goes, "Oh, you first, man." And I'm like, he goes, "Oh shit, that's what I said." And I'm like, "You drink G Fuel, man?" He goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Shit, I know now."
Well,
25
hey,
cal bowel juice, man. Me and the welder.
it's pretty cool whenever you find people that drink G Fuel out in the wild. I
Yeah,
was at a
exactly.
record store not too long ago, and they had a G Fuel mini fridge there. Just like a
Hey.
tiny little record store in some sort of like office center, like 5 different offices and then a record store in one of the buildings or one of the rooms. And they had a G Fuel mini fridge. And I was like, oh, hey, I'm going to go back and try and get it one of these days.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should head off.
Definitely.
So we are 5 for 5.
Number
Ah.
6.
Never had this, but this one.
I'm going to assume this is Maw, just from the size of the symbol.
Mystic Melon, right?
It is. Yep.
Maw's
Maw's Mythic
I can
Melon.
just tell by the way that mixed. And you said
Yep.
you said 3 brands. We guessed 2. There's only one left. They kind of narrowed it down.
You don't like this one,
Granted,
really?
I've never had it.
I really like it a lot. It's like a very candy watermelon.
This is a Jolly Rancher watermelon.
That's
Hands
what it
down.
is.
Yeah.
100%. Like everyone says, what's watermelon? What's G Fuel watermelon? What's this? If you are looking for a liquid Jolly Rancher, get the Maw. If you want just a regular chill back watermelon, go with G Fuels.
So, funny story about that Maw melon. This whole showdown would have happened months ago if Ma was actually able to send me the tub on time. I bought that during the March BOGO, and then
That's
it didn't
right.
show up until like July, June something. Yeah, like only a month ago. It was ridiculous how long it took for them to actually send it to me. And yeah, this whole thing would have happened back in April. But Ma decided to not send it to me for months. And
they were completely out of stock, yeah.
Yeah. And
Just
they
gone.
kept saying like, oh, it'll be 2 weeks, it'll be 2 weeks, it'll be 2 weeks. And then
Nothing.
months later, after enough 2 weeks, I finally got it. A really, really long 2 weeks.
I haven't had much Maw myself, and I think the only one I've had is the pink grapefruit that really sent me. I actually like this.
Actually, no. I sent you the cherry limeade and the jungleberry.
Yes.
Ma is not too bad. I will I have to admit I kind of like Ma, especially this watermelon one.
I do like this watermelon one.
A lot of people
like it more than
say
people.
this is their best flavor, but I think the Arctic Howl. So I kind of got the containers right here. What's left of them?
Okay, so like Jacob, you're bringing up an interesting point there. You said you liked it more than G Fuels, and like I just took another sip of it, and like the interesting is like really you point this out to be a Jolly Rancher watermelon, and
Yes.
I don't necessarily disagree. But after that sip, have you ever like bitten into a ripe watermelon and it's kind of like that little tarty sourness on the afterness in like the back of your mouth? That's the same kind of taste I've got with this. And to me, honestly, I think that's kind of impressive for them to nail that little bit down.
It's a very, very solid watermelon flavor. And the thing is, it's super, super tiny scoops. So Ma already has smaller scoops than G Fuel. Here, I could grab one actually.
It does. I got the thing right here, but it kind of looks like just to do a comparison here.
Make sure I don't die. Okay. So yeah, here is a regular Ma scoop. You can see, very tiny compared to a G Fuel. Here is the Melon scoop.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it is like a good bit smaller.
That's like a G Fuel hydration scoop.
These are actually the size
More
of
than
hydration
that.
scoops. So it's like half the size of a hydration.
Hmm.
Interestingly enough.
But I think that's why it mixes so well.
I agree, because there's such little powder that you have to mix.
So I know Johnny Naito made a very bad take on this show, but he actually we actually talked about the jungleberry. He prefers this to phaseberry.
I don't know. I haven't compared them side by side. I I do like Jungleberry. I take it with me to work. I'm not gonna lie, I take my Ma and my Gamer Subs tubs with me to work because they're a lot smaller and I can fit them in my backpack a lot easier. Uh,
Gotcha.
so I do like Jungleberry, but I haven't tried it side by side with Phaseberry though. I haven't had Phaseberry in a while, honestly.
I agree
Try
with
it
that.
side by side. So what I do, fluff your phaseberry tub and compare it side by side. That's what I'd do. But the Arctic Howl, we talked about this. There's right now nothing on the market, as in a website, because unless somebody is selling this online and if it's sealed, it's for $100 plus.
I kind of
Good
like the
luck.
name Eli just gave Faceberry, Midberry.
Okay, but you know,
It's
I've
very
had this
mid-red.
argument with him for quite some time. It's okay to be mid. Why? Because we've had some things on this show where I have thought have been absolute crap.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely nothing
Well,
wrong with being mid. It's better to be mid than to be bad.
I agree.
everyone
Like
has
what's
their own tastes, though, right?
painfully
True.
mid. Like
True.
Like,
I've never heard of such a thing. Now, if you want to go mid, like if you want to say like it's disappointing, it's like okay, how good could a wild berry be? You know what I'm saying? It's a basic flavor. Like when people harp on blue ice, it's like okay, it's an OG. How good is blue ice supposed to be? Blue raspberry is blue raspberry. Don't try and compare it to peach mango. It's a different animal. Now, if you want to say cherry limeade, the green growl to G Fuel's cherry limeade, this is a 3-star, and I give a 5-star to G Fuel's, which it's
I
July
definitely
and it's not on the website right now. I'm kind of pissed off. I'm a little annoyed.
It could still come. It could still be later this month.
Well,
who
I
knows though.
understand
That's
that,
the
but
thing
my
with
thought is,
people,
hey, how long? You're breaking my balls here.
I mean, that Mr. Melon's got a point. Like that's like, it could like we never know with them, and we like and
right?
they have shown a tradition to bring it out in the summertime, but like they could switch it up and not do it.
Right? It's not guaranteed. Like, I don't know. They might bring out green lemonade again, round two.
I mean, they just kind of
But
like shown off that they were going to redo Lemon Lime again.
yeah. So is there a
Huh.
difference between that and the tubs that you could get on Amazon right now? Because
I believe the tubs on Amazon are 25 cal.
yeah, here's one of the Amazon tubs, and they were like, "Oh, bringing back the OG lemon lime." Is there really a difference between these?
So my only
Like,
honest thought
is
is
it
that
that big of a deal?
I think it
If
is the 25 cal formula, but they may do like an OG sense to where they release it as a black tub.
that would be cool. I would like that. But aside from that, is there really any big deal to it? Because you could get these tubs on Amazon right now, I believe.
Yep.
So
That'd be interesting to bring the black tub back. From what I understand, though, I was a little pissed about some of the redo of the new formulas, just simply because it sucks because my first tub was Teach Iced Tea, and when you compared the 25 cal to the 15's not bad. It's just a downgrade, and a lot of people thought it
it's a
was a
lot
bad
heavier
move.
on like artificial peach rather than the tea, in my opinion.
So I don't feel like honestly Teach Iced Tea is one of those flavors where you can do like a 25 to 15 cal comparison weirdly enough because they almost taste like two different completely flavors where one is more peach heavy, the other one's more tea heavy, and it's
Right.
more like that true sense of tea. So that's why I just feel like they're kind of different ballparks.
And I think that's why a lot of people were upset, and then it just seemingly disappeared.
Yeah.
As far as the lemon lime, I haven't had the 25 lemon lime, but from what people tell me, it's less chalky, and that's it.
I mean, uh, I don't know.
And
That's
yes,
another
Eli,
thing.
I could respect those takes. Yes. As far as the old style lemon lime, I think we all just get upset because of all the things you want to do. I mean, if you want to bring back an OG flavor, okay. But then there's just so many flavors that a lot of people appreciate. Like, there's still a lot of people that would buy stonks if it came back again. You know what I mean?
It's a
People
very
would,
solid flavor.
yeah. I remember when Green Apple last year, when it got released in March, went off the shelf. And then there was a small run of it around Halloween time, ran off the shelf. You know,
I mean,
same thing with Maiden's Blood. There's a market for a lot of these flavors. So it's like when I see, hey, they're bringing back this crap flavor, and I'm like, of all the things in that vault, everything that's been documented, you give me this.
I mean,
There's a lot better flavors to pick out of, right? Like peach mango
Exactly my
or
point. Peach mango, peach iced tea.
so from an inside
grapefruit.
source, I was told from an ex-partner that we were actually going to get peach mango back this year. In the fall, we were supposed to get one. I was told that earlier this year from an ex-partner. And Eli also brings up a good point. There was recently a little spoiler thing that happened in the G Fuel Discord where Tom showed off a black tub and he's like, hey, this is supposed to be the new flavor, isn't it? He's like, oh, are you recording? No. And I think that's honestly what they're doing is an OG black tub of lemon lime.
I like the aesthetic of the black tub.
I do too. I actually kind of miss it.
I wasn't around during the OG days whenever they actually sold a lot of black tubs, but I do have somewhere around here black on blackberry, which is still in the black tubs, and I don't know, it just looks cool.
I agree.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, if we had to compare.
But I think also technically that's what makes them different now with the white tubs because I don't think many other companies at least are doing white tubs.
Yeah, I might trade this with
Yeah.
somebody if we're interested.
Something weird about gamer subs. They're doing shiny tubs, like metal tubs.
Now, is that the entire tub or just
Like
the cap?
it's the entire tub. Like
Oh,
it's
wow.
not actually metal, but it's
Let me see that.
like a shiny.
I haven't looked at this in a while, actually.
I think they're just trying to be different. I can't blame them. You guys stand out in a saturated market.
Yeah, right.
You really do. The ghetto teach, as I call it.
It is Ghetto Teach. It's in its own different ballpark. Have you tried that one?
I have. I like Teach Iced Tea and Lyrics both more, but I think it's an okay peach tea flavor. It's not bad for being something that you could actually get. You know?
As far
If
as
you're
I'm concerned, I don't know anybody that would say, screw this diet Snapple. So why would you say screw this? It's the same. It's got the same taste, if you ask me. It's essentially caffeinated diet peach Snapple.
I can see that. But because it's gamer subs, it doesn't have like anything in it. It's just sugar water.
Ho, 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 ho. I like that.
Man, I mean, hey, you know how it goes here. I mean, a lot of people think that we're biased, but I mean, we've had so many, like we had a friend of mine come on the show, and you know, he's just like, how come this wasn't done before? And I'm like, there's too many homers. There's too many guys that are gonna be like, you know, this right here is the best. Like 5 years ago, you couldn't have a guy talk in front of a camera with his buddies saying that Red Bull's superior for an hour. You couldn't do that once a week. It's like when you have so many things to compare it to, that's what kind of makes it fun. And that's what makes everybody step their game up. It's like when I tell you that, hey, don't waste your time with Fortune Blend, go to Juju Pina Colada. Somebody's going to be like, hold up, what code do you got? Camper, 2 R's, 2 zeros at the end. Lock it in.
Fortune Blend was such a miss for me. Like
What,
I like
down,
coconut,
dude?
but I don't like the coconut flavor that they used. So I love Bahama Mama and I love Miami Nights.
Now
And
I'm with you on that. Teach not so much.
I think
Yeah.
they're both fine. I actually liked Miami Nights.
I know you like Miami, Bahama Mama. I know you weren't a fan.
It's okay. It's growing on me.
But
Fair.
the original coconut I was not a big fan of, and it seems like they used that flavor for Fortune Blend, which I don't quite understand why, because they nailed the coconut flavor with Miami Nights and Bahama Mama, but they went back to the old one that tastes like butt.
I kind of noticed that too. Is like when I did the comparison here on the show, I thought the Fortune blend was heavier on the coconut and very light on the pineapple. So if we go by taste, I've never tasted OG coconut, but from what it seems like, it's like take 25 cal coconut, 15 cal barrel juice. You're gonna taste more coconut because the 25 cal is more rich. Whereas Fortune blend, it's more on the pineapple, and I think it's lighter and has more flavor. And I actually regularly have that. Like I try to save my blue raz, my bomber pop, especially when a couple of people ask for it to ask what all the fuss is about. But the Fortune blends a no. I've been kind of just giving people a couple samples here and there, and then
So, something, I forget who it was that I figured this out with. Someone in the G Fuel group. We were just talking one night. I'll try and figure you out and shout you out later. But we were discussing this whole coconut Fortune blend, whatever thing. And he came up with the idea, what if we mix some coconut and stonks together to make Bahama Mama? You know? Because why not use two flavors to make a flavor that we already have? It's funny. I don't know. But we tried that, didn't quite work out. But if you mix Fortune blend and stonks, that makes Bahama Mama. Like, I am not even joking with you. 75%, I believe it was 75% Fortune blend. I'm going to have to check the messages. Either way.
2/3 Fortune blend, 1/3 stonks.
I believe that was it. And it makes Bahama Mama. I'm not even joking.
Oh, I believe it.
Either that or the other way around.
I think
But
it's
those
got
two.
Bahama Mama is heavy on the pina colada, and then the orange is kind of on the back burner. So I think that's the ratio.
Wait,
If I had to
just
guess, I haven't tried that personally.
really random, weird mix that we did one night. If you want to make more Bahama Mama, if you don't have Bahama Mama, but you have stonks,
Stonks is gonna be hard to find with time. So I mean,
right? So
not
why would you, right?
yeah. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Now,
It's
I
fun
will
though.
say, because I love giving people mixes of the week to try. And Mr. Jacob, I'm pretty sure you have both these flavors, so you should definitely. I highly recommend this mix. It's so good. I know you recently saw me post this, but for anybody watching, your mix of the week is Peach Iced Tea and Mango Madness or Mango Explosion.
Ooh.
Peach Mango Iced Tea. This was killer. Like this is one of my new favorite mixes.
I'm
So
almost done with this. Let me go ahead and finish it real quick and I'll mix that up.
What are
so
you drinking right now?
This was actually a mix of Miami Nights and Snow Cone. It,
interesting.
yeah. So to me, it tastes like a melted 7-Eleven slushie. It brings
Whoa.
back childhood memories.
Okay,
Uh,
that's an
yeah.
interesting mix. Try,
Hey,
you know what?
question.
Try
So,
this, and then anybody else watching, after you try this, try Mr. Melon's mix: snow cone and fortune blend.
Snow Cone and Miami Nights.
Snow cone Miami Nights. That's right.
Yeah. Tastes like a melted 7-Eleven slushie. At least the ones I used to get.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
So, also, Teach, you got one more shaker by any chance?
The brand new metal shaker that I highly recommend everybody go pick up. Because why go buy a $35 one for Juju or Gamer Subs when you get one for $21.99 and use 10% off discount or 25% off discount?
Yes.
Yes. I'm a big fan of it. I
Do
think
you
it's
have the
honestly one of
Tetris
best
Bomb
shakers.
sample with you?
Is that in the Let's Play a Game?
No, that's in
The samples.
that's just G Fuel samples. There's 2 secret mixes,
Yeah.
2 bags of Party Punch. Have you tried Tetris Bomb?
If it's what I think it is, yes.
Because I have not. So
If this is supposed to be one of every Tetris flavor put together into one, I have tried this.
I have not. So tell you what, I'm gonna wait for Jake to get back, and I'm just gonna wash out this shaker and get a little bit more water. But I've been dying to try this, and I've been
I'd still
wanting
drink
to
it with
hear
you.
the whole story with this. And if this is good enough, like I think it is, I'm going to save the rest of what I have and put in the fridge for tomorrow
Honestly,
because
I'm gonna save the small for later because I really like the small watermelon.
oh, absolutely. Everybody told me that that was Maw's best, but I think Arctic Owl for me.
I mean,
Just
Arctic Owl's
because
good.
the grapefruit. I mean, I'm not a grapefruit guy at all. Like if you give me a regular fruit grapefruit, I'm not about it. But it's just something with the lightness of it, the energy. It's a friendly citrus. It's mellow. Yeah. Ooh, the new pink lemonade, Eli. Yes, I do like the pink lemonade. The 15 cal. I wasn't about the 25 cal. It tasted too bitter for my liking. It was on the app for a while, but the problem that happened with it is if you notice this with Galaxy Grape. Now, Teach, we've talked about this a few times now.
Mhm.
If you're going to have a app exclusive, if you've noticed, not a lot of people are just interested.
I mean, people are, but it has to be for the right thing, and that's why that also sits around. Plus, you could get it on Amazon for a while too, and I think that's the other big part.
Yes. So if it's on Amazon, it's going to be hard to compete. But my thought was, right, when the Diablo stuff, it's like, hey, it's on the app. And if it somehow is available then at 3 o'clock, it's on the site. But there are a lot of things that didn't make the website.
Yep.
So I'm going to grab some water and entertain the floor a little bit before we get back into this next topic, which I'm so excited about this.
So, really want to get into something, Mr. Melon, that I know you sent me a long time ago, and I was a fan of, and it was interesting to try. Tetris Bomb.
Okay. Yeah, so Tetris Bomb. The story behind this one. Back way long ago, whenever the box first released, I believe it was my Uncle Ty had the idea. Like, are all of these flavors just some of the whole of the Tetris tub that they had released before? So he came up with the idea, mix them all together, try it out. Maybe it makes Tetris Blast. Turns out it does not actually. Makes
Weirdly
a whole
enough.
new Tetris flavor. And yeah. So now here we are. I still haven't figured out the name for it. It's been many things. It's been Tetris Blasty-Doo. It's Tetris Bomb.
Blasty-Doo?
Blasty-Doo. Yeah, that was the original. Just kind of like a joke name, but it stuck. So, and I've still been trying to figure out a better name for it, but yeah. Here, let me grab my tongue. The skin that I had on this tub keeps falling off, unfortunately. But I do keep all of the flavors together in this tub. Yeah, you could almost kind of read Blasty-Doo.
Is that a regular tub or is that a hydration?
It's a hydration.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah. Here's what the powder looks like. I don't know how well that's coming through.
Very well.
Kind of mixed colors, kind of red, kind of maroony. And yeah.
So I'm not sure if you got into it or not, but you're referring to Tetris Bomb right there.
Yep.
So I'm not sure if this was asked or not. I was obviously just getting water, but how did this come about, Jake?
Ah, I actually did just explain it, unfortunately. But I'll give you the quick rundown. Ty had the idea. So there was the Tetris flavor that came out, and then there was the Tetris box with the
Yes.
7 flavors.
Yes.
He wondered if the 7 flavors were all parts to the whole of the one Tetris bomb, Tetris Blast, like the tub. So he thought of mixing all of the 7 flavors together to get the original Tetris Blast. Turns out it makes a whole new flavor.
So, and you said this took you about a year to get the perfect mix?
No, it's been in the naming process for over a year. It's been Tetris Blast, Tetris Blasty Doo, Tetris Bomb. It just many different bomb synonyms, explosion stuff. I don't know.
Lucky number
Yeah.
7.
He's I know he's had it for some time because back in October when I did my breast cancer awareness charity stream and you sent me some kind care package from all that and you sent me some tubs and whatnot. You sent me some samples. And I remember one of those was black on blackberry and black ooze, and then the other one was this Tetris Bomb.
I really like that black on blackberry and black ooze or red ooze. Depends on if you're feeling sour or not. But that's a very solid flavor, black on black cherry.
So the color isn't appealing, but at the same time, when I did black tea with J Tetramino, it came to like a brownish murky green. So I mean, color doesn't really factor that too much. But
The first time
trying this.
I mixed that, it came out like a gravy brown. Yeah, because of all of the different color dyes in all the 7 different packets. It's definitely an interesting flavor there.
I actually haven't had this in forever since then.
I still taste a little watermelon in my cup.
Oh no.
It's good, man. It's good.
Thank you.
The way that this is a phenomenal creation. So as soon as I smell it, I feel like it's like a sugary and fruity. So to me, the first thing I think about is, and we're going to do this on another segment of the show, is this is what I think Party Punch should have been. The reason I say that is because when I thought Party Punch and they said fruity cereal, it's like, okay, but we don't need to taste the milk from the cereal. You know what I mean?
Okay, and then you could add your own milk later. It's all about the flavor of the cereal.
Yeah,
itself.
so it's like when you get the milk,
Okay.
it's like for me, I felt like
see where
the
you're going with
sour milk in the back of my throat when I had it in water. But the reason why A came up with, and Hunter's the only one I know that's tried this, but on the G Fuel YouTube, this is when before we knew he was coming out with the Ninja Can. What happened was there are these blank cans, and they're going to be like, "Oh, this is the Ninja flavor. Oh, and this is definitely," and that cuts out. But during that, it was just like a regular Q&A, like the first time he had G Fuel, stuff like that. But he was talking about the proper way how to make G Fuel. He goes, I take a tall boy, and like a bartender, scoops it halfway of ice, then puts in 2 scoops. So powder before water. Come on, man.
Yeah,
And
especially onto ice. I feel like that's gonna like make a clump or something. Right? I don't know.
I personally don't know, but it's like for me, ice if I have it. Sometimes I don't. But ice, water, then powder.
Ice, water, powder. Yeah.
Ice, water, powder.
That's the way.
Yes. It's the
Hey, where's
same.
my Mandalorian helmet? This is the way.
You know, it's the same thing when I order my bacon, egg, and cheese. Hey, buddy, this is the way of doing it. Don't fuck it up. Don't ruin my day. Thank you. But anyways, the fact that that guy is like, okay, ice, 2 scoops, then filled up to the ring with water. Concern.
I mean,
And he
everybody's
says,
got their own way to make stuff.
And he says favorite flavor was Party Punch, which I'm not sure if he was paid to say that, but I think he's the only one that I've ever heard say my favorite flavor is Party Punch.
Maybe it's like one of the only few flavors he has had. If he's only had like 5 flavors and one of them was chili dog, then, you know.
I mean,
so like
he's
from
doing
that
good
kind of
now.
similar same point, when you really think about it, it's kind of the marketing team at G Fuel knows what they're doing. Like that's probably a very lower end selling flavors. When you have somebody like Ninja, it's like, yeah, I love Party Punch. You're gonna have all these 13, 15-year-olds that are like, I gotta go get me some Party Punch. Ninja loves it, I gotta drink it.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, the other 2 were respectable. He goes my top 3. He said Clickbait, Blue Ice, and Party Punch. Party Punch is probably my favorite right now.
And yet Hype Sauce wasn't in there?
Yeah, I was surprised too, because like when you see his ads, when we first saw Ninja official, Hype Sauce. And then in another ad, Blue Ice. Which, okay, Blue Ice cans. Okay. OG. No knock on that. But I'm kind of thinking to myself, Blue Ice, OG, respectable, Hype Sauce. I think most people like Hype Sauce. Unless you hate lemonade, but that's about it.
I love Hype Sauce.
Clickbait, very respectable. I love it personally.
Same.
But then you go on a
Clickbait's
Party
solid.
Punch, and I'm like, okay, is this way out of left field and your taste buds are kind of weird? Or, you know, what's the deal? You paid to be saying this? Like what? Surprisingly, though, Hunter actually tried it, and he goes, it's not that bad.
We'll definitely do it sometime, but
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that one. I don't know. Party Punch just wasn't for me. I tried it once and it tasted like sour milk and I didn't like it, and so I put it away.
Hold
so
on.
was that the reason
I
for
gotta,
the
I gotta get him on this.
was that
Let's
the
see.
reason for like the double scoop one was for the Ninja thing?
Yes.
Okay, and then this was just like a normal one to try?
You never tried it before based on reviews. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, but hey, I'm doing it with you. I said, let's get a regular and let's do the Ninja Way on a future show. I'm being fair. It's like, hey, I said I was never going to nuke anybody. I would never do something that I wouldn't do.
See, no,
so
I never.
Me, as a man and a good co-host, if this is painful, I'm right with you on it. If it's not painful and we enjoy it, I'm right with you on it.
Now, I never asked you, Mr. Melon, but were these just like 2 secret mixes for the show or just 2 open secret mixes?
Those are 2 secret mixes for the show, I believe. Those were requested by Relly. So, boom, that way. Yeah.
So what happened was I said this was before I even knew about the Melon Showdown or the plugs giving us this challenge that we got to have on a future show. But I'm just going to be like, all right, so I got to try this. And you know I'm not going to buy a tub of this. So could we do a Party Punch, a double Party Punch? I'll explain later. And Tetris Bomb, because I've been dying to try it. And then 2 mystery mixes for the show to come. And that was all I thought was coming to us. But, you know, you got busy, you got work, we got slammed with holidays. And the next thing you know, we see the big envelope, and I'm like, oh, shit, no, you did not.
Yeah, you got a little bit more than like 6 samples. You guys got quite a bit of stuff going on.
So I am anticipating to try these secret mixes because Mr. Melon always makes the best secret mixes. But I noticed that one of these probably has ice shatter in it. Chef kiss.
I mean, I can't reveal them yet, right?
Yeah, no, that's true. Don't. But soon, we'll be playing a game.
There is a thing. The people of Plugs R Us have taken over the podcast.
So,
Did you get the same? Wait. Here's a good question. Did you get a note, or was I the only one to get the note?
You both got the same note.
Oh, damn it! I want mine to be special.
I'm sorry.
So
I spent a lot of time writing the note almost the exact
same.
same.
The box today, and I read the thing that Teach had, but I don't remember there being a note.
You didn't get a note in yours? Is there not a note in the bag?
It wasn't in the bag, no.
There's not a note in the bag.
But either way, I read Teach's, and I'm like, I'm under attack. In a good way.
I just want to be known for the reference for how much love I got from my guy, Mr. Melon, that I literally still have the very first note he ever wrote for me.
Here, I'll be right back. Hold up.
Oh my goodness, I gotta.
What?
I gotta bring some clarity on this. Because I'm trying to think of this party punch.
The note that Teach gave me right here.
The Spidey can ones.
One about the Spidey cans. Yep, much love, brother. Much love
to you, my guy.
So he's gonna have to say this with a straight face, and I want to look him in the eye. I gotta look this guy in the eye to see if he's bullshitting or not.
Okay, what's going on?
Well, he better get his ass in here.
What?
Because I don't think that, you know how some people bullshit flavors and reviews and everything else?
What are you going on about, really?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Well, because Hunter's trying to say that Party Punch is good, and me and the three of us are just kind of going like,
wait, who?
What the hell are they thinking?
Who's saying that?
Remember, Hunter did the challenge, and he goes, "Hey, it's good."
Oh, okay.
I want to look him in the eye and make sure he's not full of shit. Oh, and Jake, you're probably thinking the same thing.
I mean, I thought it was pretty not good the one time I tried it. I did only try it once, so.
I made a blue puddle in my driveway. I poured it out.
I mean, we'll test it out in a future episode, so we'll be able to prove it that way. But remember, when it comes to any flavor, everybody's got different strokes for different folks. Some stuff we don't like, some may love. Some stuff we love, some don't like.
I will say what is a good flavor, though, is that mix that Teach recommended earlier. That is really good.
I'm telling you, my man, I had to try it the other day, and, like, you guys should definitely try Mr. Melon's mix of Snow Cone and Miami Nights, but, like, Mango Madness, Teach Iced Tea, Mango.
They work together really well.
For real, huh?
So to give some clarity for everybody to know, because I'll read the note, we're not doing this tonight. We're gonna do this on a future episode. Whether we can get Mr. Melon back on or not, I think it'd probably be a little better to have you back on for it when we do the Plugs takeover. Let's play a game.
I'd love to be back on.
To give everybody some clarity, I'll read the note for you guys to know what's going to happen soon. This will be a big teaser for you guys, but this will be a very fun, interesting night when we do this one. We want to play a game. Your podcast is not safe, and it has been taken over. As part of this takeover, we've added a brand new segment to the show. You both have a bag of mixed samples, and you must both work together to figure out all of the mixes. But here's the hard part. The 3 mixes labeled Derek, my favorite part of this note, the 3 mixes labeled Derek are unique mixes specific to you.
For some reason.
Yeah, Derek has odd taste
random.
buds. Yeah.
It is what it is.
So you will not be able to have help from your co-host. Good luck and have fun guessing.
Oh, wait, hold on. I see something now. This was buried in.
Oh? Did I not goof?
I was in the... You see, I wasn't going to open this bag. I wasn't going to try and open the bag and try to guess what was by color, by scent, or anything else. So it was actually in the bag itself.
It was in the bag with the stuff.
Samples. If it was just like regular, because I'm like, I'm not touching this until, we got everything sorted. But now here it is.
Yep.
And
It's the same note.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did
Anytime I
spend
get
a
a
lot of
note,
time
I
trying to
swear to
write
God,
the same
Jared,
exact
this is what I
like
think it is. I'm going to gas you. Same thing with Hunter. There's something planned for him, and he's been asking for it and wanting to smoke for like 2 months now, and he's just kind of waiting on it.
yeah, things are getting backed up, but things are also cooking as well. So, it's a double-edged sword.
Oh,
see,
yes, it
anytime I
is.
get a note from Mr. Melon, I just got to read it. So I saw the note and I was like, okay, I got to go right to it.
I didn't see it. It was like in the middle of the samples, and then I just kind of looked around it, and I'm like, oh, I see. I saw like black writing on like right below one another, and I'm like, that has to be it.
But that's
Oh,
for a
geez.
future episode, whether
There you
it's
go.
next week, couple weeks, who knows? That's a big teaser for you guys, and we have a lot of stuff coming when it comes to that. A lot of good laughs. I was honestly surprised how well you and I did tonight, really, with guessing all of these Melon samples
Well, we had
from
a
Mr.
category.
Melon. I
5
mean,
out of
we
6.
did. Oh
Hey, hold
gosh.
on, we got a guest.
Oh,
My guy, what?
My guy, listen.
Listen, what?
It's not a game, okay? It's decent.
Oh, decent, huh?
You talk about mid, but that way brings it up a little bit, brings it up a little notch, you know?
It, as words of Captain Price, it's not hard to improve on garbage, my friend.
I mean, hey, when you go from garbage to tolerable,
Don't try and tell me about garbage. I work waste management, Mr. Wisconsin.
I respect it. I'm saying,
You want that smoke, don't you?
oh, I'm all about the smoke, boy.
Amen.
Hey, oh, jerk off. Careful who you're calling boy.
It's been like 3 months. I've been waiting.
Waiting to what? Get gassed?
Yeah.
Riley's just going off over here.
I'll
Someone,
line up-
He's
someone,
doing
ex-
his own thing.
someone extinguish this man.
Hey, what do you got there?
But hey,
Don't worry
for a
about it.
future episode,
Hey, I'm worried about it.
it's worth a
Don't
shot,
worry
right?
about it.
Yeah.
Got to do the double scoop.
We'll do
We
it.
got the same phone case.
Maybe.
You got the notepad
Tell you
over
what,
there?
you
What's going on?
you get back to what you're doing, and I get back to the plot.
Hey, I'm enjoying the pod over here, okay? I'm enjoying the cast.
He's
Say
watching.
coffee.
Oh gosh,
Coffee?
You fucked up.
Coffee?
some coffee.
Sipping on some coffee?
Water.
Caffy.
Water?
Houston.
You mean water?
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
This is another podcast session here. You know the the different ways we speak. That's another segment. Another segment for another day.
That's a whole different podcast.
How
We
do
talk about
how do
caffeinated
how do
beverages here,
say,
not how to talk.
parking lot in Wisconsin?
Parking lot.
Oh,
Listen,
jeez.
it's a Midwest thing.
All right. Well, guess what?
What the
You'll
hell?
get your package coming soon, and as they, I think they say in Wisconsin, we're gonna keep her moving.
Keep it moving, keep it rolling, keep it trucking.
All right. Talk to you soon, Blinga.
Adios.
Lattice.
So
That's
get
son of a bitch.
to get to the tail end
Dude,
of the show here.
me and you are gonna have at it with him, and we've leaned back a little bit.
Oh
Hey.
gosh.
Hey, like I said, it's been plotted for 2 months, but it's like, hey, I've been busy, Jake's been busy, and just like we're gonna have our challenges, he's gonna get his.
So, Mr. Melon, our fellow plug, my fellow brother in Christ, we got a lot of love for you. We appreciate all you have done for the podcast, sending us samples, all the love and all that. We always like to give our guests one last segment. Do you have any questions for us or anything you want to ask?
Kind of put me on the spot. I wasn't thinking of any questions.
I mean, not a lot of people do. Not a lot of people do, but we always just like to have the chance to let them ask anything. I know you like to watch the show as well.
Yeah, I can't really think of many questions right off the bat. Like I said,
No questions is
I've
stupid
watched
question,
every
mind you.
episode. What was that?
No questions a stupid question, mind you.
What?
All right. So, Teach, you said you were 5'7" earlier. Really, how
Yeah.
tall are you?
5'7".
5'7" as well.
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm 5'8"
Okay,
in
couple
my boots.
manlets.
That's no bullshit.
I'm 6 foot. It is what it is. Okay.
Yeah, you're tall, my guy. You're tall.
Just joking around. All jokes. But yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of much.
All good. No worries.
All right.
Yeah.
I got a couple for you, so this might be
Yes,
able to
sir.
save for. Me and Teacher have gone back and forth about this for a while. What is your top 5 and bottom 5 for G Fuel flavors?
Top 5.
Now,
I
it doesn't have to be in correct order. Like if it's like it's in there, but I don't know if it's
yeah.
2 or 3, it don't matter. Just what's the top 5 and bottom line?
In no specific order, the ones that pop into my brain. I like Miami Nights. I like Black Ooze. I like. Let's see, what do we got? I like Wumpa Fruit.
My man.
I like Hive Nectar could be pretty solid sometimes. And what's my number 5? I like Sage Mode. I'll go with Sage Mode.
Good choices.
Can't argue with that list.
For bottom 5, I would go Blue Ice. Not a huge fan personally.
Huh.
Can I throw Chili Dog in there? Does that count?
No.
Didn't think so. I wasn't a big fan of Brain Drive.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's okay.
I
I'm
like-
not either.
Yeah, Brain Matter's good, but Brain Drive, nah. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Sugar Plum, Mystery. What are some other very bottom tier flavors?
Like I mean, Blood, Sweat, and Tears and Chili Dog to me are meme flavors. Sugar Plum shouldn't be in existence.
Raging
So, I
Gummy
mean-
Fish isn't great.
Another
You know,
one that knows culture.
Yeah, the gummy flavor doesn't translate to a drink. I don't know, something about it.
To me, it's bad gummy and cough syrup.
Yeah, I could see that.
But you
Right.
remember, I mean, I consider Mystery Floor Cleaner Mr. Melon Incorporated.
Yeah, Mystery was not good. Some people
Floor
love it. I'm not gonna diss it too much because some people love it, but not a flavor that you should put for Mystery because people are gonna be like, oh, what's Mystery flavor? Floor cleaner flavor, apparently.
It is.
But for the most part, I like G Fuel flavors. I don't know.
Okay,
They-
so here's a question from Eli. What new release from G Fuel are you most excited for?
Most excited for?
Honestly, there's not much coming out right now, truly, which is weird to say. There's like Comp V and the other boys flavor coming out. There was the I feel like one for both of you because I believe you both have had it. You could easily say for that, but that just dropped finally, which I need to try. Was the Knuckles Sour Raspberry.
That was what I was gonna say. That like the sour powder that I was waiting for. Like we're all kind of thinking we're like, uh-oh. And I even asked a couple of people too. I'm like, did Party Punch affect you ordering sour powder? And some people told me yes. It's like Sonic Peach Rings, you nailed it. Party Punch, you completely whiffed on it. And now we got sour powder. It's like, okay, what are we doing? Yeah. They nailed it. Like I'm a raspberry guy. They nailed it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Honeyberry.
Ooh,
Kind
yeah.
of. We'll see.
I forgot about Honeyberry. I'm really excited for that. I'm excited for miso ramen actually. So my fiance's been making a bunch of ramen recently, and I don't know. I just wanted to use it as food stuff. I want to put it into our actual noodles and try it out because I know people like chili dog on some food. Like Thai put it on pizza. So I don't know. I'm actually excited for it.
I recommend it with your ramen broth because Butters, a well-known G Fuel creator for Starfruit, she tried it when that first came out. She got a sample of it, and she said it was really good if you actually make it as broth.
Dope. Yeah.
So the way that Shock, I remember, said it, and he was kind of scared, but he goes, all right, let me warm the kettle and let me try it cold and whatever. And the way he kind of said it is chili dog is basically some artificial grounded up madness. And the way that he described the miso ramen was watered down, kind of like chicken stock, no salt. And that's not bad at all. You know, it's mellow, but I think you kind of have to like mix it with something. Like I remember somebody saying like, "Hey, you know what? Confetti cake, could you mix that with actual something to bake with?" Probably. If you can make a milkshake out of it, I don't see why you can't bake with it. Don't know how everything would set with the batter and the heat, all that. Like, I know
I
if you
feel
put
like
it
I've
out
seen
there
people
and
make
bake
like moon
it,
pie pancakes and stuff. So
That would be good.
I
pancake.
I think it works, right? I know I've
Moon
put
pie
it in
pancakes.
smoothies plenty of times, but that's something completely different.
I do put moon pie in my chocolate milkshake or chocolate protein shake, so that's a good mix. But gents, we've reached an hour and a half mark on the show. It's probably a good spot to end it off. Mr. Melon, we got a lot of love for you, my guy. I know many other people do as well. It's been a blast and a pleasure to finally have you on the show. We do hope you hop back on. If you guys ever need samples, if he's available, don't be shy to hit up Mr. Melon, the best guy to work with for samples. Any last notes you want to say before we hop off?
I just want to say thank you both for having me on. It's been a blast. I love you both. I love the show, and it's been awesome actually being on. Yeah, thank you
We've
very much.
thought about this since day one, man. Like, how could we not?
Well, I'm glad to always occupy your thoughts, really.
I know.
Got him. That's how you end the show. Alrighty, guys, that is episode 31 where we had Mr. Melon on. We did the Melon Showdown and tried out 6 different melon flavors, and we got them all this time. 6 for 6. My brother Jacob. Thank you so much for being on the show tonight. It's been a blast, guys. Go try out Jacob's Mix, Snow Cone, and Miami Nights. On that note, we're going to hop off. Have a fantastic 4th of July. Please take care. Be safe most of all, and we will see you guys next week. Be good.
Peace all.
Take care.